everybody, and welcome back to Rise in Yoga Online. Today we're going to do a full relaxation yoga practice. So all you're going to need is some space, some comfy clothes, and some water nearby if you need that. And we'll get straight into it. So starting off, coming to a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. We'll sit up nice and tall, bring hands to the tops of the knees, and then closing down your eyes. Starting to settle in. We'll start to let go of your day so far. Letting go of any plans for after the class. Just bringing your awareness to the present moment so we can focus on our practice today. Start to bring your awareness to your breath, focusing on taking deep inhales all the way down into your tummy, and long exhales, completely emptying your lungs. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Taking this time to use the breath to help you connect with your body. Notice where it's at today. We're going to start now to practice your Ujjayi breath, which is just a type of pranayama practice, a type of breathing, a way of controlling your breath in yoga. So to practice your Ujjayi breath, we begin by taking a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, we're sighing out the mouth as if you were fogging up a window. And again, breathing in. Exhale, fogging up the window. Once more like this. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to do the same thing again, but we'll start to close the mouth. So at the beginning of the exhale, your mouth will be open, but by the end, your mouth will be closed. And you still want to keep that sensation of imagining you're fogging up the window with your breath. So we take a deep inhale together. Exhale. Starts open, ends closed. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Returning to your normal breath for a moment. So you notice that even when you close your mouth, you're still feeling that slight restriction at the back of your throat that's creating more of an audible breath, as if you were fogging up the window by breathing through your mouth, but it's coming out of your nose. So we're going to try that again, keeping the mouth closed the whole time. Take an inhale together. Exhale, slight restriction of the epiglottis, sighing out of the nose again. And again, inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. you can maintain this. You dry your breath throughout the whole practice if you'd like. Or you can let your breathing return to normal. Whatever works best for you. From here we'll start to relax down through the muscles of your face, through forehead, eyebrows, behind the eyes, and your jaw, until your face is completely relaxed. On your next inhale, start to gently flutter the eyes open. Hello. Alrighty, to begin with, we're going to swivel around, swing your legs around so you're sitting back on your heels. And then bringing arms down by your sides, we're going to fold over, bringing your forehead down to the mat, coming to your child's pose, Balasana. So if your forehead doesn't quite reach the mat, feel free to pop a block or a cushion underneath your forehead. Or if you don't have anything, you can stack your hands in one or two fists and rest your head on that. Otherwise, holding here, coming back to your breath. This is a very restorative pose. So you want to just enjoy the sensations that you have while you're here and allow your body to relax into this position. On your next inhale, start to come up to sitting. And from here, we're going to come up onto the balls of your feet, tucking the toes under, and then sitting back on your heels. Now, this is quite an intense stretch for your feet, so if it gets too much, just feel free to come back to sitting on your heels. You can bring hands to the tops of the knees, feeling that stretch, breathing here. One more breath. And then bringing the tops of the feet down, we're going to give them a little tap. And then sitting back on your heels again. We'll swing the legs around, coming to a cross-legged position or any position that feels comfortable for you. From here, take an inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, we're bringing right hand to your left knee, left hand's coming down behind you, and we're going to look over your left shoulder for a gentle twist. As you inhale, sitting up a little taller. Exhale, twisting a tiny bit further. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, going to the other side, left hand to right knee, right hand down behind you. Inhale, sitting up a little taller. Exhale, twist a tiny bit further. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, coming back. And exhale here. From here, we're going to start to stretch your legs out in front. Now, this is a relaxation class, so I don't want you to be really tense trying to touch your toes the whole time. If you want, grab some cushions or some blocks, pop them underneath your knees so they're up nice and bent and you're supported here. Wherever you're at with your legs, bend straight, whatever, let your feet relax. We're going to take an inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, we're going to bring tummy down to your thighs, and then we're going to wrap your hands underneath your legs. From here, let your spine curl under, bring your head down to your legs if you can. Seeing if you can find that nice spot where the knees fit into the eye sockets. Or just on your forehead. You can have the legs bent or straight, but just to a position where you feel a tiny little bit of discomfort through a stretch, probably through your back, maybe through your hamstrings, and just holding it here. Just notice if you try and go too far, you won't be able to hold it. It'll be too strong of a stretch. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, start to unravel the hands and coming back up to sitting. Beautiful. From here, we're going to send your legs out wide. They don't have to be super far apart, just out wider than your hips. Again, you can leave your legs out straight. You can bend the knees up so the feet come down onto the mat if you like. From here, we're going to inhale, sit up. Exhale, we start to fold forwards. So you can stay up on your hands, you can come down to elbows, come all the way down into your tummy if you like. You can keep legs straight, you can bend them up, you can bring them a bit closer together or a bit further apart, whatever works for you. We're going to hold for 10 breaths. So find that position where you're comfortable. Try and let your whole spine relax down and curl. Gentle stretch, not too intense. Holding for 10 breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll start to come back up. And then bringing the legs together. Nice work. We're going to shuffle forwards on your mat so you've got some room behind you to come down to lying. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall, arms and legs out in front. And exhale, we're going to slowly imprint your spine down on the mat. Once you reach the bottom, hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. And you might like to draw some circles with the knees, going one way and the other way. Maybe drawing some figure eights. Another way. And relax. From here, we're going to bring feet down to the mat if you can, so fingertips are just touching the backs of your heels. Stand by your sides with palms facing up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to take an inhale, feel your lower back pressing down on the mat. Your belly button squeezes in as you exhale. From here, as you inhale, we start to press down through all 10 toes. Squeeze your glutes together and start to press your hips up towards the ceiling, coming to a bridge. As you exhale, we slowly imprint your spine back down on the mat, moving one vertebra at a time. If you have any back issues, just go straight up and down, don't imprint your spine. Inhale, lifting up again. Exhale, going down. Once more and we'll hold it there. Inhale, lifting up. And holding here. If you can, see if you can walk your shoulder blades in a little closer together to get you a little higher up. And maybe, if you like, interlacing hands underneath you and squeezing your palms together. Holding here. Two more breaths. And then we'll start to release on your next inhale. And as you exhale, starting to slowly come down. When you reach the bottom, hug your knees in towards your chest like a little rock from side to side. From here, we're going to send your arms out to a T. Keep knees in towards your chest. Take an inhale, extend your knees so they're directly above your hips. And then as you exhale, sending both knees down towards the right side, sending them all the way down to the floor. And then looking out over your left shoulder, coming to a reclined twist. Again, making sure you're in a position where you feel a super duper gentle stretch, but you're mainly comfortable. And then breathing here. And then on your next inhale, starting to bring head and knees back up through center. And as you exhale, sending legs straight across to the other side. Head looks out over your right shoulder. And holding here. And then on your next inhale, bringing head and knees back up through center again. And hugging the knees in, take a gentle rock. From here, I'm going to give you the option to come to a shoulder stand. So if you're not comfortable with that, you can come to legs up the wall pose, sending your legs up towards the ceiling, or you can come to this pose up against a wall with your legs going up the wall. So welcome to do that if you'd like. Otherwise, making sure you've got room behind you for Halasana after our shoulder stand. We're going to send legs up towards the ceiling, take an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, starting to lift hips up as high as you can, bringing your whole hand to your lower back. You want to try and get your hands up as high up on your back as you can, walking elbows as close together as you can get. And try and come to barbell hands so thumbs are together with your fingers. Your legs can be further over your head a bit or going straight up, but just making sure they're not going back behind your body as much as you can. From here, we'll start to come to Halasana, your plow pose, if you'd like. So you're welcome to stay here, or on your next exhale, starting to lower both feet down over your head. Try and keep your legs straight as much as you can, even if your feet don't touch the ground, that's okay. Seeing how far you can go. And maybe getting the toes to touch down. If the toes touch down, you can interlace your fingers and squeeze hands together. To come out of this pose, if you're still in shoulder stand, bringing knees in towards your head and then slowly rolling out. If you're in Halasana, we're going to grab hold of your ankles and then drawing your legs towards your chest as much as you can will start to bring the spine back down onto the mat. So keep the legs as close to your body as you can. Try and move slowly with control. Try not to let yourself fall out of this. Slowly, slowly coming down, and we'll hug the knees and take a gentle rock. From here we're going to reverse the stretch. We're coming to your fish pose. So we're going to extend your legs out long. I'll shuffle back so you can see. Extending legs out long, we're going to come up onto your elbows, which are going to be underneath your shoulders. From here, we take an inhale, we lift the chest up towards the ceiling, pressing down through your elbows and shoulders. Now you're welcome to stay here if you'd like. Otherwise, you can start to let your head rock backwards, getting that stretch through the back of your spine. You can stay there if you like. Otherwise, seeing if you can walk your elbows down a little further away and bringing the crown of your head down onto the mat. So if you're staying up on your elbows, either keep chin in towards your chest or let your head go all the way back. If you try and hold it somewhere in between, your neck's going to get really sore. So find that position where it feels okay, feels comfortable, not in pain, and hold it there. And then from here, bringing weight back onto your elbows. Take an inhale, exhale, coming up, bring chin in towards your chest, and then slowly releasing yourself down. Hug your knees and take a little rock from side to side. Nice work. Alrighty, from here, stretching legs out, we're going to roll over onto your tummies. Coming to a crocodile pose. So we're going to, I'll show you this way. We're going to cross your arms over so your elbows are down, hands are going to come up to your shoulders, or they can come to your biceps if that works better for you. Just letting legs flop out behind you, hands to shoulders or across your arms, and all we're going to do here is let your head fall down. So you can see we're exacerbating the natural curves of your spine and stretching through the back of your neck. Just allow your head to relax here. And then on your next inhale, bring hands down beside you. We're going to press up to all fours and then sitting back into extended child's pose. Arms up over your head this time. Bringing forehead down to the mat. And then on your next inhale coming up, we're going to let yourself back down and roll back over onto your back. Coming to your Savasana. corpse pose. So extend the legs out, bring arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Adjust in any way you need to so you're completely comfortable here. And then closing down your eyes. Taking this time to give yourself the permission to completely relax. I encourage you to stay here for another 10 to 15 minutes, or however long feels right for you. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I'll hopefully see you again soon. Namaste.